these two pieces on the side, these roundy guys here that look like little tanks, I've been looking at reference photos, and I haven't gone back and watched the movie, but in some reference photos they're white, some they're yellow, like they are there. Now I haven't decided which way I want to go, so here's what we've been working on. The interior has got a second coat of silver with paint. Turns out my brushwork is better than I anticipated. So these guys just need some color to make them pop. And I want to take suggestions, given that this was shot in 1989. The computer and keyboard are going to have that really funky cream color that they used, you know, the one that, or maybe it was gray and just yellowed over time. So I will gladly take suggestions on what paint color to use for that. As for the chassis, I went over it with some, with some weathering. The first was a total coat of old rust. I mixed it with water to make a slurry, coated the whole chassis, and then wiped off the excess. Also did that with a lighter color to signify, that would identify medium rust. And then did the same procedure. And then I used fresh rust, and I just kind of dabbed it all over the place, and then wiped off the excess. As you can see, the difference there between old rust and fresh rust. Did some additional painting. I did the lower red support, oil pans red, transmission silver, and the exhaust is all silver. Hopefully you can pick up the blue tinge I applied, you know, just to make it look like it's, you know, been heated up, but it's not rusty yet. Also, a vehicle from 1953 would have drum brakes all the way around, so those guys got a coat of fresh rust. And that pretty much brings us to the end of the day. So I went ahead and decided to light this kit. So the first thing I did was, well, I went ahead and gave the grill a wash so it doesn't look all chrome all the time. Drilled out the headlights. Those should end up being 5mm LEDs when I'm done. I don't know what this is down at the corner of the bumpers. I thought it might be markers or turn signals, but I don't know what the road and highway regulations were in '59. So I just gave them a coat of silver to just bring them out a little bit. Put the strobes in, and there should end up being a single orange one right there. The instructions call for two, one on both sides, or one on each side, but yeah, there should only be one on the driver's side, below the driver's side strobe. What else? I took the dash back apart, because as I said, I've changed my mind, decided to light this, so I'm going to need to, put an on light on both these dash items, so I've taken it back out the cabling I put in, so I'm going to rerun that. And I think I'm going to illuminate the radio display and the instrument cluster, although I might just put a light there because I don't know if I can make a graphic that's small enough to go in there. I also ordered the pair graphics set to, like I said, so I can do the inside of the cargo area. The taillights. I got them lit up with a single LED, well, single LED per side, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I still have to do a little bit of adjustment on the fiber optic, but those guys will light the wing tail lights. Everything fits, but I've decided to use a 9-volt power source, at least a battery anyway. I was going to leave the chassis loose so I could take it in and out to change the battery, but it doesn't fit between the front splash shields, and if I put it front to back, it affects the bumper mounting.